All right, baby. It is enlightenment for the soul, the mind, the ear. WSME, SM Enlightenment Radio. Welcome to another edition of the Spotlight, baby. Comes at you on Sundays right here on WSME, SM Enlightenment Radio, where positivity is everything. All right. And as we always do, we urge you to maintain your disposition out of optimistic vibrational state of gratitude. In other words, be grateful. Now, the spotlight comes at you as we always deliver to you a vibe, information, something that you should know about. All right. Something, somebody, some person. All right. Hey, this is important. And I think that I need to deliver this to you. Now, I have an artist, all right, that's coming on, but she's more than just an artist. Okay. All right. Our guest that's coming up here is Jackie Carr. All right. And hey, Jackie Carr, she lives a life of worship, faith, and music. Okay. And hey, this is someone that takes that inspiration, that feel good to a whole nother level. All right. And I'm fortunate to have her as a guest on tonight's show. And hey, so without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring in the very lovely Jackie Carr. What's going on, Jackie?
Hello there. Thank you so much for having me. What a great day.
Yes, it is a awesome day. And and I wanna thank you for coming on in and being a part of the spotlight. So I know that you have some music that you have out right now that you are promoting, but I was checking out your bio, and you have actually quite a fascinating journey.
Yes.
And I like to get into that a little bit, because I know that you began for a lot of years just pretty much having a ministry. You know what I'm saying? Where you teaching the word and leading worship, and writing music. How did you get into that? And at what age? And how did all of that start to become a part of a ministry?
Sure. Thank you so much, Doc P. I'd have to say, growing up as a teenager, my mother kept the radio on 24/7, and it was always that good gospel music. So from the time I was young, it was just something that I heard so much until it just became a part of me. And being in church, I was always active in the choir. I remember when I was probably about 11, the choir president wanted me to lead a song. And I said, I can't sing. And they pushed me out there anyway. And I am so grateful that they did, because now singing and loving God and leading worship and preaching the word to God's people, I don't know any greater joy that I have. That's just a great joy that I have.
And it is, isn't it such a blessing when you could do something that really makes your heart pump.
Yes.
I mean, and a lot of people go through a lot of motions in life and just never really find that purpose.
That's true.
So
yes.
So it's like when you know what that purpose is, I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
It is. It really is.
So basically, at what age, was it like specifically did you start?
I believe I was about 11. Yeah, I started about 11. Wow. And, music has just been, I remember I grew up in like a really country town in Arkansas, and I moved to Texas over 30 years ago. And so coming from like a small church, I joined this mega church. I mean, it was like 500 members, but like 500 members back then was like a mega church.
Yeah.
And so the pastor called me in his office one Sunday, and he said, the Lord put you in my spirit for you to lead praise and worship. I'm like, I'm just getting here. You got all these people that are really good. And so people kind of were like looking at me like, and then I had one young lady to say, the praise and worship was so powerful, she joined the ministry. So that's encouraging,
Yeah. I mean, we're all here for a reason.
We are.
And and God puts us places,
He does.
very intentionally. I don't believe that there are any such things as coincidences.
Oh no, not with God.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're always where you're supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
You know. So then this journey sort of was led you to actually putting out original music. Now,
That's correct.
when did you actually start doing that?
But check out this story. Like
Hmm.
over 25 years ago, being in that anointed church when I came to Dallas, um, the service was so anointed and they were so powerful. I wrote this song over 25 years ago, In Your Presence. And I kind of went on through life and forgot about it. And so many years later, it comes back to me. I go into the studio and I record it. Now, mind you, when I went into the studio, I had one little itsy bitsy song. And before I left out of there, I ended up having like 8 songs, an album with 8 songs on it. So
Wow.
it's powerful.
Wow. So I mean, so were you just writing? How was the writing, the coming together of all of those songs? I mean, if you only had one, I
I
mean,
just had one.
how did one turn into 8?
I have to say it was God. And because now I'm the type of person I love to go out to eat. I love to
Mhm.
hang out with my friends. But for some reason, everybody kind of like got really busy. And it offended me. I'm like, okay, forget everybody. And as I got really quiet, I would just be standing and looking in the mirror, and songs would just come. They would just come out of nowhere, and
Wow.
and it just blew my mind because I'm like, I didn't know that I could actually do this. So it's
Right.
amazing.
So then, so you were just like writing lyrics, and the melodies were like coming to you, and
Yes, they were just
wow.
so. I kind of tell people I felt like it was downloaded to me from heaven because I didn't know I had that ability to do that, and
Mhm.
I think my stuff is pretty good. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah,
hey, God don't make no junk.
he don't. He sure don't. No, he don't.
you know, so it's really a great thing. So tell me about the current project now that it is that you're promoting.
Okay, well, the current project is Whole Heart, and I wrote that song in 2024. And just kind of the backdrop of that song, let me just show
Mhm.
you how God works. I had gone into a store and I saw this picture that said, "You have my whole heart for my whole life." And I was like, that's
Mhm.
interesting. So I purchased it. And when I brought it home, I put it in the laundry room because it matched my colors there. And I just happened to be looking at it one day, and the words just came to me. You have my whole heart, my whole heart for life. And it's just amazing how God does stuff. It's just so that's kind of how that came about from a
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, well, hey, that's awesome stuff, and we're gonna get into the song,
Okay,
and let the folks hear it, But I really want to thank you for stopping through. I mean,
sure.
it's been an absolute pleasure having you here and
Thank
and and,
you.
and hearing your story. Now, I really want you to let the folks know how it is that they can follow you and keep in touch
Sure.
with you. Is it social media page or a
Yes.
website? What is it that you have?
Sure. Well, my music is on all major digital platforms, and you can find me on Facebook. I'm on TikTok, Lemonade, Instagram, and probably the easiest way to get in touch with me would be to contact me via email, and that is CarrJackie 864 at gmail.com. So that's carjackie 864 at gmail.com.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Jackie Carr, thank you so much for coming through. All
Thank you.
right, and hey, you've been a blessing to the program, and I mean, just your energy, your enthusiasm, it is absolutely infectious, and hey, it sets me off on feeling good. You know what I mean? And
I
it's just
love
a
it.
testament on how important it is that that hey, we have to pursue what it is that we're feeling in our heart.
We do. We do.
You know,
Yes, sir.
our whole heart.
Yes, sir. That's right. All of us.
I like that. I like that. Jackie Carr, thank you once again. All right. Hey, for coming out. This has been the Spotlight right here on WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. And hey, we got more feel good coming your way. And right about now, we're gonna get into the song Whole Heart by Jackie Carr right here on WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. Stay tuned.
God bless.